In this video, I want to talk about why high pressure sales and real estate simply doesn't work anymore. Back in the 80s, that was the approach a lot of real estate agents were taking, but it simply doesn't work. In this video, I'm going to tell you the things that are working for top producers. That way you can start implementing them in your business. So let's dive into it. Let's talk about real estate sales. This is one of the most competitive industries that are out there. Think about it. The average state has thousands of elite professionals all gunning for the same exact clients that you are. So you have to stand out and you have to be different. Now, I see so many agents buy leads and cold call and basically really put a lot of effort in to get new clients. And that's great. But here's what I want to say. Some agents are taking the wrong approach and wondering why they're not getting any results. And this is the biggest misconception I think most new real estate agents have, is that they need to get on the phone and they need to apply high pressure sales to this industry in order to be successful. And that's simply not the case at all. And that's why they're not getting results. So I'm going to give you an example. The reason most people respond negatively to real estate agents when they're getting called is because that they think an agent's going to pressure them into something that they don't want to do, and they're going to be forced into something that isn't their decision. So they're actually afraid that we're going to call them and force them into doing something that they don't want to do. And that's why they oftentimes are so defensive when you cold call them, because they're like, it's another salesperson. They're on the line, they're trying to hustle me for a commission, and they're trying to force me into doing something that I just don't want to do. So the best approach is reverse selling. Reverse selling is basically just calling the person, and if they have an objection, agree to the objection and basically carry on and just focus on building a relationship. Because what's going to happen is if you don't pressure them, they're going to say, wait, this real estate agent is different. The last 5 real estate agents that just called me were all pressuring me into trying to sell, or they were all pressuring me into let's go buy a house this weekend. And if you separate yourself from that high pressure sales environment and just become someone's friend and try to build a relationship, they're going to answer your call when you call back to follow up. They're going to be excited to hear from you, and you're going to be able to build a massive pipeline. So what it comes down to is basically relationship building. This business is all about relationships, and we actually just started taking a new approach here on our team. And basically the approach is this: if we talk to somebody, they're interested in maybe buying a house, even if they're not ready yet, let's get them in the office, let's get them into a buyer consultation, find out what their dreams are, find out what their wants are, find out what their needs are, and then just spend 45 minutes to an hour with that person and build a relationship, even if they can't buy for 3, 6, or 9 months. Because here's why. If you just become friends with people in the market that are looking to buy and sell, even if they can't buy right this second, there's a high probability that they might call you next month and say, hey, my cousin's looking to list their house, or hey, my uncle has a $3.5 million house that he wants to put on the market. You never know. And now that's an exaggeration. Maybe that won't happen, but there's a high chance that that person is going to start viewing you as the local real estate expert, and you're a local real estate agent that they know, like, and trust. And next time a conversation happens when they're out and about, they're highly likely to recommend you because you spent the time and you built a baseline relationship with that person. Unfortunately, real estate agents have a bad stigma in the environment. People think that we're overpaid. People think that we don't work for our commissions, yet they don't realize how hard this career actually is. And they don't realize that the average agent puts in tons of work to make this dream of being in the real estate business a reality. So that's a big misconception, but that's an objection that's already in most people's minds that we have to overcome. So spending time to build relationships with people, getting into your community and actually caring about what people are trying to accomplish will make all the difference in the world. So next time you have a conversation with somebody and they're like, hey, I'm not looking to buy right now, don't just disregard them. Say, hey, that's cool, I understand. What can I do at this time to help you out? And would you like me to follow up with you in 3 or 4 months? Maybe it will be a better time. And if things change in the meantime, reach out to me. I'm always here as a resource to help out. Think about the difference in that conversation versus just saying, oh, okay, thanks, no problem, and hanging up the phone. Like, you got to think long term. And if you're going to be in this business and you're going to be in this business long term, I would start thinking way out. Start building the pipeline for 6 and 9 months out. Now, obviously, we need to get now business. We need to be able to pay our bills this month, the next month, and the month after. But make sure that you're spending the time and putting the work in to build a robust pipeline of people that you have real relationships with, that you've made real connections with, because this is going to pay off in the future when they decide to buy and sell. And it's also going to pay off in the short term, because while those people are trying to get approved and while those people are getting their stuff together to be able to buy or sell their own home, they might even send you referrals in the meantime. So think about it that way. The bigger pipeline you can build, the better off you're going to be. It's like a gumball machine. The more quarters you put in the top, the more gumballs will come out the bottom. It's the same exact thing with real estate sales, and the more relationships that you build and nurture, the more sales and closings will come out of the bottom of the funnel. So I hope this video helped. Definitely focus on building relationships, and you will definitely see a uptrend in your sales. Give it a couple months and you'll see a big difference. So I hope this video helped you out. If you have any questions or comments, drop in the comment section below, and please like the video and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. Thanks so much and have an awesome day.